Internet, it's Katie and welcome back to my channel. Today I'll be doing another video in my back to school series, which is going to be a Q&A video all about the do's, the don'ts, everything in between, all about back to school with a focus on back to college. I took some questions from Twitter that you guys asked me and I'm going to be answering them today. So the first question comes from Cara Bear and she asks, what do you think the biggest difference will be from living in a dorm rather than living in a sorority house? So I'm pretty sure the question is saying what is going to be a difference between living in my dorm freshman year and living in a sorority house this year. So I kind of touched on this a lot in my last video. Just a bunch of little tidbits about my living situation next year, so you guys have kind of heard the lowdown already. If you missed that video and want to hear more about my living situation this year, definitely go back and watch it. I'll have it linked below. But basically, I'm living in a sorority house, which is so much different than a dorm with just one person because I'm living with 11 other girls, which is going to be crazy. We have a lot more space, a lot more stuff, a lot more going on, you know, a lot of noise, a lot of chaos all the time because these girls I'm living with are crazy in the best way. So I'm very excited for that. It's definitely going to be different just because, as I said, there's 11 more people that I'm going to be living with. So, you know, we're going to be sharing clothes, there's going to be people staying up late, people not staying up late, and noise, and, you know, people going out and people not going out. It's definitely going to be a wild ride, so I'm very excited for that, just, you know, the constant energy. Whereas sometimes in my dorm, my roommate wouldn't be there, and I'd be alone, or she'd be sleeping, and then I'd just be sitting there editing videos or something at like 4 a.m. So I think that living in the sorority house is definitely going to be a lot more energy than my freshman dorm. So I hope that answers your question. I don't really know how it's going to be since I haven't ever lived in such a very crazy place, so we're gonna see how it goes. I'll definitely keep you guys updated as the year goes on. So the second question I'm going to answer was actually asked by many people in different wording, but basically the general gist of the question was, what sort of things do I need to bring to college that I'm going to forget? So basically you guys are asking for a lowdown of the things that I forgot freshman year that you don't want to forget your freshman year, or just the random things that you're going to have to purchase throughout the year that you don't anticipate, that sort of thing. So when I was reading through these questions earlier this morning, the first thing that popped in my head when I thought of things I'd forgotten or things that you just like don't really think about when you're shopping for dorm stuff is cleaning supplies. You know, just organization and cleaning supplies. That was a very big thing. I completely forgot, or I guess I just didn't really grasp the whole idea of the fact that my dorm is going to get messy, and very messy at that. I don't know why, but everything just collects dust so much faster in a college dorm. I don't know what it is. All that dead skin cells and stuff just like collects. So a bunch of me and Hannah's friends, who was my roommate last year, would just like come up and just sit on the floor and eat food, and it's just a very messy experience, college is. So you definitely need to be well equipped with cleaning supplies, and I actually just the other day went to Staples and picked up some, so I thought, why not do a little like unboxing haul in this video. Oh, didn't see that coming, did ya? So the first thing that I totally recommend that saved my butt last year is the Mr. Clean Magic Eraser. This man has saved my life on multiple occurrences, okay? Basically, this is great for multi-purpose cleaning. It erases scuff marks. You know, things get messy around the countertops, in your shower, in your bathroom. You basically just wet it and it becomes magical. It gets out every single smudge, every scuff mark, everything. It's wonderful. That is a must. Also, something that I am totally obsessed with is the Swiffer duster. I get laughed at a lot for my obsession with the Swiffer duster. It comes with all of these little duster things. Wow, this is just exciting. Driving the struggle bus right now. Oh, there we go. Then you have this thing. It looks like a little mini pitchfork. You put the thingamajig on the thingamajig, and there you go, your Swiffer duster. I'm a very big germaphobe when it comes to like dust. I hate it. So I get all the dust off the windows, I dust over my computer, get off my computer screen. It's very gentle, and once these start to get disgusting, you basically just discard it and put on a new one. So yeah, definitely a conversation starter. You know what I'm saying? So the next thing that I highly recommend is a Good Grips soap dispensing palm brush. And what you do is you take the top off like so, you put your soap in there, your average dish soap, and then you screw the top back on, and there's this button on top you push, and it just dispenses the soap through there, and you just scrub on your dishes, on your, you know, coffee mugs, on your spoons, whatever. So this is great, perfect to have around your sink if you need to do some dishes. So lastly, for the things that I forgot last year in terms of cleaning is a vacuum cleaner. And vacuum cleaners You don't really think about it, but they are so necessary for your college dorm because trust me, you're gonna get those little crumbled up crackers that your friends leave there, or the little lint balls from your sweaters in the wintertime, and like all that stuff just sticks to your carpet. Last year I had a vacuum cleaner that I bought like a couple weeks into school because I forgot it. It was a really crappy like small $50 one that I bought from like a random store. I don't even know where I got it from. But this year I decided to buy one that's actually decent and will actually pick up stuff, because the most frustrating thing is having a vacuum cleaner that goes over stuff and doesn't pick it up. It just like keeps, you know, pushing it along and it doesn't like pick it up. So I got one that actually will do its job this year, and I can guarantee it's gonna be stolen from me from every single one of my roommates because no one's gonna bring one. They're gonna be like, oh, Katie brought one, so we're gonna use Katie's. Typical. Anyway, I have a vacuum cleaner. It's a Shark vacuum cleaner from Staples. It's wonderful. So that was a little lowdown of the things that I forgot freshman year, which was cleaning supplies. Lauren Vandy wants to know, what is your favorite thing about being a college student? There are so many wonderful things about college. I don't even know where to begin with this question. In a nutshell, my favorite part about being a college student is just the freedom. We don't have curfews anymore. My parents aren't breathing down my neck in terms of when I can be home and like when I'm supposed to go to bed and all that sort of stuff. So that's pretty cool. Also, just being able to meet people from all parts of the world is really cool. So there's people from like California, from like Puerto Rico, from Nicaragua, like all over the world and all on my college campus. So it's really cool to be able to meet people from all over the place, and just meeting new people in general is really great. Like, don't get me wrong, I love my friends at home, but it's really cool and very stimulating, you know, inspirationally, to be involved in a whole new set of people that can really just build you up into a better person. So I love college, especially being in a sorority is wonderful. My sorority's great. I just get really excited thinking about seeing all my friends again from my sorority because guys, it's an amazing experience. College is great, you know, it does have its ups and downs. There are those moments where you're feeling very lonely or, I don't know, homesick or whatever, but the positives definitely outweigh the negatives. Mary Carmen Gonzalez asks, any tips for freshman year in college? With the little like teeth grinding emoji. So when I first read this question, so many different things popped into my brain. You know, there's so many ways you can go with this. In the future, I might do a video completely dedicated to this question, but in the meantime, the number one thing that I think is so important to grasp as a freshman, or just grasp in any point of your life, but especially freshman year, is not everyone is going to like you. And that was really hard for me to grasp. I was like, oh, I'm in this new place with all these new people. Maybe people won't bully me anymore or push me around anymore. I feel like in high school I was picked on quite a lot from people just because they don't really necessarily understand why I make videos and just like how I am, I guess, as a person. A lot of it could be in my head how I was treated in high school, but I was just expecting getting to college, oh my gosh, everything's going to be so different, everyone's going to see me in such a different light, blah blah blah. And for the most part, you know, it was kind of great at first. You know, people didn't know my past, people just see me for me and, you know, respect me for me. But over time I was a little bit disappointed just because I feel like a lot of you know, high school tendencies came out in people at college, which was kind of disappointing to me. So looking back, if I were to tell my freshman self anything, I would just say, you know, don't compare yourself to people, and don't worry about the critics and people who are going to get in your way and say, I don't like you, I don't like this about you, because they don't matter. Not everyone is going to agree with you and like you, and that is okay. Next question is from Nelly. I quit college 2 years ago, but this year I am going back. Tips on making friends and confidence. It didn't go well last time. Even the most outgoing people, or seemingly outgoing people, are kind of anxious when it comes to making friends. It's really not easy to be 100% open with people sometimes, especially if you've had bad experiences in the past with letting people in and them shutting you out or being mean to you or that sort of thing. So when you're making friends, just know that you are a wonderful person. You are a very precious person. To a certain extent, I think that you should work for what you want. So if you want to make friends with people, you do have to put in the effort and you do have to hang out with them. But if they are not reciprocating that, if they are not pouring as much into you as you are pouring into them, then I think that you should not be wasting your time trying to be friends with them. Find people who are just easy to be with, and don't feel like you need to alter yourself in any way to hang out with people. If that's the case, if you feel like you need to change or be a different version of yourself or lose weight or, I don't know, get prettier or whatever to hang out with a certain batch of friends you're trying to be with, then trust me, you will not be satisfied from that friendship, and you need to move on and find someone who will satisfy you. Definitely get involved with things on campus. That will make things a lot easier for you. And just get involved with clubs or sports or whatever you want to do on campus, or sororities is a very easy way. I highly recommend joining a sorority or fraternity because you know, that's instant friends right there. So that's my advice on how to make friends at college and just how to be confident in yourself. It's just don't lower yourself or dumb yourself down for anyone else's benefit. That's basically plain and simple how to make it at college. Alright guys, so that's it for my little college Q&A video. If you guys would like me to do another one of these in the future, or once I move in maybe, I'll definitely do that for you guys, so just let me know in the comment section below if that's what you want to see, and I'll make it happen. So that's it for this video. Hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you guys all next week. Bye!